First of all, introduction. I'm Sanket, and
I'm Suraj.
we are from GeekyAnts. I'm one of the co-founders. Suraj joined GeekyAnts very early on, I think more than 10 years from today. You might know us from our open source contribution. I heard somebody talk to me in the alley about native base. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, we also built GlueStack, which is another UI component library for React Native. You might know us from meetups, React Native, React, and all those things. But yeah, today we are going to talk about something else. Building an AI code gen tool. Does that ring a bell? Everybody's talking about it. Cursor, Codium, Windsurf, Copilot, Bolt, okay. Lovable, yeah. Can we go to the next slide? Yeah, so it's all about these things, right? People are going bonkers about these tools. Like, okay, we can just generate the entire thing. While there's a part of the crowd who is optimistic about it, and there are a few people who are scared. But I am very hopeful that this is going to change the game and how we build softwares. And there's an actual term called vibe coding. I know. There's both sides of sentiments when it comes to vibe coding, and this is an actual page on Wikipedia. No kidding. It's so up to date. You might have heard stories about vibe coding when people are pushing keys, their private keys into production. You might have seen that tweet where Lovable and actually the CEO of, I think, Replit, talking on, having banters on Twitter, how they exposed their private key when they were like vibe coding. So yeah, it's not always rainbows and butterflies, but we are trying to do something similar. And so is Claude. This is a video that came a few months back. And Claude has an integrated preview now, which from a prompt, you can generate things. I'm pretty sure many people would have done the same. From a prompt, you can actually generate quiz and probably do a little more, probably build a recipe box sort of landing page. But this is good for a part of the whole thing, like a landing page, probably some component that you want to build. But when it comes to full projects, this just does not do the job. We have many new entrants in this area. I think Anthropic itself, they released Claude Code as well. While we are talking about code, there's a whole different perspective from a business standpoint. So Paul Graham tweeted this in January, where he said he spoke to a few companies where they had replaced Figma with Replit. And these are two different things, right? We have like built walls, like designers, developers, right? How can an AI code gen tool be replaced with a design tool? The answer is, like, when you zoom out, it's all like, what are you trying to do? And we have defined roles, and I think it's high time that we break those barriers and just focus on the problem statement. I mean, the ultimate goal is to solve a problem with technology. And these are just built boundaries when something like AI did not exist, Gen AI did not exist. And that's why we are betting on the same thing. We are building a tool called Shaper. You might have heard a similar tool that we built. We have renamed it. It was called BuilderX. Which is an AI code gen design code tool. And here's a little demo of how we did it. And then we are going to like break it down for you guys, like how it works behind the scene. So we thought of doing a fresh demo on local machine and the demo gods.
Yeah, I'll try that one, okay,
Yeah.
if it works or not. So this is the tool, a landing page. I'm going to quick demonstrate how the tool works. So here we can go to dashboard and select predefined AI prompts, or you can write your own prompts as well, and just press enter to create an app for you using this tool. So this may take a while generating a page, a whole application. So this is still loading. So I earlier generated one of the application using this tool. So
and you generated a fitness tracker?
Okay, this is not working. So I'll go to the video I already recorded a few minutes back. So yeah. So I try to generate a fitness tracker app using this thing. So now what this tool is doing is just calling APIs to AI servers and getting the data of a Next.js application along with all the pages, routes, and all the things. So if you can see, it's still generating and get all the prompts predefined over here. So we can further call to the AI servers. And if you can see the folder structure, we have all the routes already generated from AI. So I think you're familiar with Next.js application. So So now, this is generated, a basic application, a fitness tracker app using our AI tool. Now if I play, continue. So now what we can do, we can make quick edits using our tool, and also you'll get the whole code over here. So if you want to change make any changes to your existing application, you can directly change the code from the left panel, or you can directly make changes from the right panel. The tool's available just like any other design tool. You can make changes over here, like changing background colors, changing text. So, and then, yeah.
Yeah,
so that's pretty much it, yeah.
Yeah, so we from a prompt, we generated the whole project, which includes the layout files, the components, the routes, and you get that nice dashboard that you just saw. Since this is an AI meetup, we are going to just focus on the AI part of it, like going from prompt to a project and how this AI code gen tool is built internally. So yeah, let's see. So we have got different generation modes. The first part is definitely the full project generation, where we have the input. We take it from the user, create a fitness tracking dashboard, and then some specifics of that particular feature that is needed. We have a base context where we have a base template as well that is fed in to the prompt. It's a Next.js template that we use. And then on top of that, so we share the whole file structure of the base template in the prompt and ask the AI to generate specific layout components or the sitemap and the components that can be reused across different routes. And then it comes back with different things. Like, can you go back? Yeah, so it comes back with README file, Tailwind config, the layout with navigation. It comes with page stubs with comments and base components. Going to break it down a little further. So start with a base template. We are using Next.js, Tailwind, and chassis and UI components. Then second, AI generates the overall structure. As I said, README file, the Tailwind config. It generates the components and layouts. And then for the pages, it does not generate the pages yet in the first query itself. Rather, it generates the prompts for all those pages. We store all those things in comments, in pages, in the routes. And we also have like file generated on demand. An example of what page comments look like. So this is an app page.tsx file. So this is the entry point, the home page of your Next.js app that you get. And instead of generating the first page, we have a comment that is taken up by the tool to send another request to the AI to generate that page. And before this point, it already has all the context. It has generated README file, Tailwind config, and layout and components. And as we split this into like page generation as the step 2 and the layout and the whole project generation in the step 1, when it generates the page, it has a much better context, and we are able to like get really nice page as you saw in the demo, the entire dashboard. So we have like 3-layer approach. We have got the base system prompt. We have got okay, there's some issue. We have got the base system prompt. We have got project context layer, and the third one is task specific instruction. So the base system prompt sets some rules, while project context is something very much related to the initial query that you give to the tool. And then we have task specific instruction. Let's break down the base system prompt. What exactly do we pass in the base system prompt? So we define the response format. We define some coding standards. We have some component usage pattern that we restrict the AI to, because we have a very specific template and very specific coding guideline that we want the AI to generate. And then we are enforcing some patterns like chassis and Tailwind config. Then project context has README file. So this goes for the like second prompt when you generate a page. This takes the project context like README file, which is also generated in the first part. Then we have got global CSS variables, Tailwind config, and component registry. So for every subsequent request that we send to generate page, this whole page context goes in the request. And then we have like task specific instruction. Do we want to generate full project page or maybe some quick edits? Let's have a look at like how we have restricted the AI to conform to some specific response type. So we try to use JSON, but JSON is hard to stream, as you know. So we moved away from JSON, and we are directly streaming in a XML-like response. This is a pretty standard when you want some response in a categorized format. So we have something called like code project XML blocks. We have got the sitemap block, and we have got the these two, and then we have got the quick edit as well. So how do we get the content of specific files? So we ask the AI to generate things in code project block itself. Can you go back? Yeah. So say if the fitness dashboard, the example that we just shared, and we want the response of the app layout tsx file. We ask the AI to generate the response of all the files into something called code project, and it can have like the backticks for file that is returned from the response, and then we can have multiple files. Like the first one is a TypeScript file with app/layout.tsx as the path name, and then we have the content next to it, and then we have the second file that is readme.md file. So this is the very important part where we ask the AI to respond in a structured way, and then we parse that and then make sense out of it, and probably save it in the file system and give it to Next.js. Then we have, in the first part of demo, you might have seen the sitemap that is generated from the prompt. So that we receive in a separate block, which is the sitemap block, and we get sitemap files. All these are presented in a very nice graph-like structure that you see as you enter the tool. Great. And the response parsing flow, we take these blocks from the stream response from AI, extract those blocks, and then parse all the files. Say if it is a code project, parse all the files and paths, and then apply to file system. And as we apply to file system, since this is a Next.js project, it automatically re-renders, and you see the whole thing re-render inside your app. That's the fifth step. Yeah. Great. So let's have a demo of the page block, Suraj. So we can generate, yeah.
Yeah, so once it's done, let's go to another page, let's say history page. And this history page is not yet generated. It has all the instruction to generate the history page. And now when we navigate to history page, it's going to make another call to generate the history page all by itself. So this is also going to take a while, and then it is generated, as you can see. Then you can make edit to this page as well, and also you can use any other tools.
Yeah, and so this is the page generation part, and yeah, we can go back to the slides. So we take the input, we create the context from the existing project README file and existing files, and then we take the output, like page file with full content, required components to build that particular page. We also get in the functionality and the hooks that we need for that specific page altogether. That's the response we get when we generate pages. And then we have something called quick edits. If we generate whole page or the whole project, the number of tokens that we use is enormous. And there are instances when you are just making quick edits, like you pick a button and say, we just need to change the color of this button or make it larger. And this should not ideally consume a lot of tokens. And that's why we built a separate response format for quick edits. And a quick demo. So you can select, say, a part of it. Say we go back to the home page, and then we select something and change background color to purple. We just send a part of it. So yeah, you can't see the color because it's contrast. But yeah, it actually changed the color.
You can also ask to change text or any other designs. So you can do that as well. So yeah, it's going to make changes to the text, my dashboard. So it changed from the AI server, it's called the AI server, and then it get applied to our file system. And that's just not it. You can also add new components, use our design tools, and also to make changes to the code, and also have a preview link to preview this app.
Yeah, so quick edits does not consume a lot of tokens, as I said. So it works as a find and replace. So when you select a particular like div or layer, we send the surrounding context to AI. We first tried it with sending the line number and asked the AI to edit that particular line number. Did not work well because AI is not good with numbers, but it's really good with context. So we send the surrounding context and request minimal change set. And then it does the job. It applies like precise updates. Let's see an example of how this is done. So selected code surrounding text, and the code block looks like this. So we get the response in quick edit. It says the file name, and then it also gives us like before and after text, and we just run a simple find and replace on that particular file, that app/page.tsx. So yeah, I think this is a very high level idea of the whole workflow that we did to generate the code project or from a simple prompt, how we broke it down. So these are the steps that we do. We take the user input and then we apply the context with the user's input. We create the whole prompt with the system instruction based prompt project context. And then we give it to Claude. We are using Claude 3.7 Sonnet using via Open Router. And then we get the response in custom blocks. We extract the code from the response. We apply those things to file system, and the preview automatically re-renders because of hot module reload. We also built something like an error detection in the tool, because since we have the full control of the iframe where user's app is running, we can actually track the errors that the user app is throwing. And we actually capture those, and then we have something called Fix with AI button on a runtime app. And you click on that, and it actually goes back to the file system and fixes those errors as well. It works really well. I think that feature is just available with Windsurf as of today, because Windsurf is the only editor that has a live iframe sort of browser in the tool. Rest of the tools don't have the access to the runtime, so that's a bonus that we do. Yeah, so I want to end this with saying that the lines are blurring between design, develop, product owners. And it's high time that we embrace this and not build like walls. Yeah, let's make way for the builders. If you want to try this tool, what we built, Shaper, this is how it looks like. You can scan this QR code. And we are on waitlist. We are trying to reduce the number of tokens that people use so that we don't burn our wallets.